My name is Shakeira Dillard. I live in Phoenix, Arizona, but my family is originally from Grand Cayman. I'm a makeup artist slash body contourist, and the day in the life of one day, I guess, would start off with my kids. I have two kids. I have a 3-year-old and also a 7-year-old, two little girls, beautiful babies that keep me on my toes every morning. So I'll wake up and get them ready for school or for the day, and then I'll head to the gym, and then it's either off to do body contour for my ladies, or I'm doing hair and makeup on the side. So it's funny how I actually got started with makeup. I started modeling when I was 6 years old, and grew to love it over time and started doing pageants and would travel like all over the world. And my favorites was always LA and New York, and I felt like there was tons of makeup artists or hairstylists that like kind of knew how to do my makeup. But then I would go back to Phoenix and I couldn't find almost like anybody because it was predominantly white. So I would get my makeup done and I would pay hella money and I would hate it. So I would go home and I would change, either my full face, or I just would, change stuff here and there. And I felt like it just wasn't cool. So I started learning myself. I would watch tons of YouTube videos, stopped watching TV, and started practicing on my friends, not because I wanted to do it on other people, but because I wanted to look presentable for my auditions or anything important. I just wanted to look good and made sure that I was to a T. So my friends started picking up that I started learning more and more, and then they're like, hey, can you do my makeup? Can you do this? And then others would refer me, and so my Saturdays started kind of getting busy, and my husband was like, I think you should do this. And I was like, I don't know if I should do this or not, because I knew so many makeup artists, and it was kind of it gets into politics low-key when you start to know other people. And but yeah, so he ended up buying me a little makeup kit, and he came home and he's like, you're gonna do this. And I was like, okay, I guess I am. And then from word of mouth, it started just getting bigger and bigger, and I'm 8 years in now, and I'm 3 years into my studio. When I realized that I had a gift was actually when my husband went and bought me the kit. And at first I was like, no, I can't do this. But then I started practicing. I would start off with a full face for 2 hours, and I'd be like, I don't know if I could do this, every 2 hours for one person. But then I started practicing more and more, and it ended up being from 2 hours to 30 minutes. And I was like, okay, I can actually do this. This is good money for 30 minutes. My greatest inspiration would be my mom. Well, my mom and my grandma, I would say. Both of them. My grandma kind of raised me when my mom couldn't at times. My mom had me at a really young age of 15, so it's kind of hard for her to be a teen mom, and then be on top of that, be a part of an immigrant family, because we're from Grand Cayman, and a lot of them, my family members couldn't work. So she was literally constantly working 3 jobs to support a whole house full of 11 of us living together. So just seeing her hard work and dedication over the years, it inspires me to do better and be stronger, and no matter what I go through, it's gonna be okay. So the lasting impression that I feel I would want my clients to have is to actually feel beautiful in their own skin. Sometimes they don't get to take the time to have a me day, or they might know how to do their makeup, or they're coming to me for a reason. So I would want them to have that impression that I care for them, that I would want them to feel, their best at any given time. That's funny. So personal experience and my creativity. I just feel over the years, makeup has evolved in such a huge realm. And back in the day, there was only certain trends that could fit, colored skin. So just over time, I just feel it's gotten so much better. My greatest accomplishment, that's hard. I feel like I have a lot, but I would definitely say just being appreciative of starting with that 2-hour full face to 30 minutes, and then actually still having the same outcome no matter what. And then over time, just having like amazing clients that just make me be on a higher level than what I first started with. Like, I feel like my clientele kind of proves who I am today and, you know, where I want to be in the future. How would I like to be remembered? I feel like I would like to be remembered as a person with integrity and honest, and how I would be treated is how I want my clients to be treated. So just remembering me for those sort of things. I think my creative endeavors kind of isolate me sometimes. I feel like I put out a little bit too much, and then I'm like, okay, I just put myself in a predicament that I shouldn't have because I overextend. But in the end of the day, I feel like it pays off. Oh, that's hard. So beauty skincare must-haves. I would say a good moisturizer and cleanser. Like, a lot of people don't clean their faces as much as they should. I always start off with like doing makeup, like touching people's faces with like wipes to see like how much residue they have on there. So just a good cleanser. Make sure you're moisturizing afterwards, no matter if you're oily or dry. Good lips. Like, I love makeup, but it's funny because I'm like irritated with everything, so I don't really wear it too much. But skincare is always gonna be number one. And then I love me a good mascara. Good mascara and blush, because I could like wear that alone with just the skincare. From JAFRA, y'all. They got both, all right? They got everything. How to stay grounded in my own skin and be myself. I guess like standing out can kind of get a little crazy because, like I said, there's always like competitive trends, and there's always people who are a little bit ahead of the game, or you know, might step down from that. How I stay grounded is being true to what I believe is right. I don't really follow trends too much as I used to when I first started. I feel like I kind of got caught up into that world, and then it's like a constant go and disappointment. So honestly, I just stay at my own pace, and what I feel is best, I'll do. And if I can't, I don't. What I do to be beautiful, I guess, or like self-care, is get ready, even if I have to like take it off an hour later. I feel like I don't get ready enough after having 2 kids and just being like a mom life, plus like wifey, and then having your own business. Like, I constantly work. I try to take Sundays off so I can like relax, reset. I also go to the gym too, like constantly, probably 6 times a week. But yeah, those would be my self-care, and traveling. I love that. Okay, so must-haves when it comes to makeup bag, I would definitely say skincare is gonna be number one, because I feel like if you don't take care of your skin, like the makeup is just not gonna be applied right or look right, and then you're gonna look a hot mess. So skincare, number one. I would say another thing would be a good foundation, like color-wise. I feel like growing up, like getting my makeup done a lot and like having the wrong color, like it really does show like the imperfections. So having a good color that it doesn't necessarily have to be full coverage or light coverage, as long as it matches your skin and looks really nice, that's like everything for me. So some upcoming projects that I think are really dope and exciting for me is coming out with my own makeup palette. I feel like I've been doing classes like constantly, and like having to find like the perfect, you know, eyeshadow palette what has the same, you know, exact colors that I want each person to like practice on. So I've been working on this for like a year and a half now, and I finally have everything. I just haven't released it yet, so it's up and coming, and I can't wait to have all my students work with them.